Am I crazy, or has the number of people on the streets taken a huge dive?
It certainly has. There seem to be even fewer people than when we were last here. Why?
Sorry to spring this on you all, but can we hit up Dr. Vanel's for a second? I've got a really bad feeling about this.
The market is well stocked and my food is fresh. Feel free to help.
Dr. Vanel, what's going on with the village?
There you are, Nina. I'd love to know the same. It's been this way since the first ferry arrived from the east.
Everyone, do not be alarmed, but I believe we should vacate the area as soon as possible.
Why?
This village might be experiencing an outbreak. If any of you, especially Ray, got infected, it could be fatal.
Wait! But can't we...
Doctor, isn't there something you can do about this? Some medicine or semiomancy you can use?
We have simples to reduce fever and cough, but those merely treat the symptoms. They are not a cure for the malady.
Let me get this straight. Ships brought this disease with them, right? Meaning it originated somewhere in the east. Thus, worst case scenario, the whole eastern half of the kingdom could become infected too. Therefore, if we just leave this disease to spread...
It would still pose an immense risk to you and Chloe at the very least. Understood. Just to be safe, however, everyone besides Nina should move as far away from this infirmary as possible. I also strongly encourage the use of face masks. Cloth will suffice if none are available.
Gotcha. Dr. Vanel, Elena will provide help. Just fill her in on the details.
Pardon me, are you a doctor?
No, but I have the skills and knowledge comparable to one. Also, it's impossible for me to become infected. I can safely examine the most ill of patients. This is Ground Zero, Ray. Take the others far away from here.
Let's just hole up here for the day. I don't want to incur Elena's wrath.
I'm curious as to what form that would take. I'm sure it would make for quite the spectacle.
You're a braver man than I.
At any rate, I must go. Some of us have to wash feculence from their raiment.
All right, then. In the meantime, we should sit tight until we hear word from Nina and Elena.
Can such flimsy cloth truly prevent us from contracting the illness?
Not really, but it's still better than nothing. Plus, you're not just wearing one for your own health. If you ever get sick, it'll keep you from infecting other people, to some extent.
I don't understand. How does the act of covering one's mouth and nose prevent the spread of disease?
Oh, right. You're not really up on bacteria and viruses, are you? Would really like to ask Midas just how much people here know about that kind of thing, but where is he? Still getting his beauty sleep? Hey, Midas, the hell you still in bed for? Time to get up and face the day.
Ray, please. Not a step further.
Huh?
Contact Elena this instant. He could be in danger.
Okay. You got it. Elena, you busy right now? Looks like there's something wrong with Midas.
His temperature is more than high enough to constitute a fever.
Will he be all right?
Still too early to say. We must rush to collect some samples, however. Those birds' feces.
Ugh, why do we need that?
Simple. Because it serves as a breeding ground for a specific type of bacteria. That bacteria causes Helgar's disease, or colloquially, the rot.
The scourge ravaging this village is Helgar's disease? And Maester Felgreed.
Leticia, remain calm. It may be a fatal disease for the people of this planet, but it can be eliminated.
Is that really possible?
Yes. I read through all the research in Nina's possession. Using that, we should be able to create an antibiotic. We cannot, however, fashion it out of thin air. I'll need multiple samples of the microbe. As it resides in birds' fecal matter, that's what we'll collect.
Aren't you overlooking something? Rhythal is a veritable aviary at this point. With this many birds here, isn't it already too late to save the town?
At first glance, but there aren't many people infected. Why is unclear, but the samples will help elucidate that. Don't worry, I will do the actual collection.
So where do we find these samples? The port?
No, in the many roosts that have sprung up all over town. By observing their flight patterns, I discovered something. Each bird belongs to a distinct social group. If we investigate the nests of these groups, it should yield invaluable information.
We've not a moment to lose.
They gave me at the
Excuse me,
infirmary.
I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost. I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
Hey, Leticia, Albert. Is it just me, or have we seen that somewhere before? No, we have. It's identical to what we saw in the mines.
They possess morphological abnormalities. You said you've seen this species before?
Yes, in the Delric mines. Right now, Midas's health is our top priority. The villagers can deal with this avian infestation themselves after we found a cure.
Indeed.
It's well stocked.
This zone of inhibition is huge! I think we did it!
Yes, I believe we did, Nina. I must give you credit. Selecting the perfect herb from all of our options was no easy task.
Well, after all, it is my specialty.
You have a keen eye. I forgot I even had it stocked. What exactly is that circle?
Do you see the white part of this plate? It's filled with bacteria, organisms that are so small they cannot be seen with the naked eye. It's these invisible organisms that have made your villagers fall ill. As for this circle, it's called a zone of inhibition. It forms around the site where you place your prospective antidote. The larger it is, the more effective your drug is at killing the bacteria. Meaning...
If we give this drug to people, they won't be afflicted by the disease anymore?
Not entirely correct. An antibiotic merely eliminates the cause of the disease. Whether or not the patient is able to recover depends on other factors.
Regardless, it will still rid the world of Helgars, right? That's quite the medicine. What's more, you don't even need iatromancy to create it.
Elena?
Ray, a moment, if you will.
What did you want to talk about?
Though we only used currently available methods to create it, simply by creating this antibiotic, we'll be exerting our influence over the planet's scientific progress, accelerating it considerably. Are you sure you want to do that?
We've already come this far. Why are you talking like a Fed now?
Because if these people don't know how to properly use the antibiotic, it could give birth to a more resilient strain. The civilizations on this planet have yet to industrialize. They're incapable of manufacturing other drugs to combat variants. They have no means of dealing with allergic reactions to the drug. To be blunt, these people's understanding of bacteriology is almost non-existent. Handing them a medication that could theoretically create more problems than it solves is risky at best and catastrophic at worst.
So we should let him die?
Ultimately, that is for you to decide.
Then I choose what'll save the most people right now. Sure, it's possible I could be choosing wrong, but that's for the gods and history books to decide. All us mortals can do is think. Think how we can safely help these people. Think how to avoid your doomsday scenario.
Understood.
Morning, Uncle Midas. You feeling any better?
Well enough, but I'm much too old to go through all that again.
You should count your lucky stars since your quick recovery is pretty miraculous.
I heard. It seems I was struck with the rot. I owe you two.
It's all thanks to Nina. Her many years of diligent research are what paved the way for this discovery. Without her research, it would have been almost impossible to find the plant that contained the appropriate compound.
Filberto would be pleased to hear that.
Thanks.
Well, now that Midas is back to form, I say we're eastward bound.
About that. I hate to put a damper on things, but after the disaster with the first one, they've stopped running the ferries again.
Please tell me you're joking. At this rate, we're never going to be able to search for Chloe.
If you've the stamina, I knew a way to Kato, and maybe her. The trail leads from where we repaired Elena, and over the peak of Galca Lemphis.
A trail?
There?
It fell out of use over a century ago, so I'd be more surprised if you did know of it. Once we're over, we'll make for Mount Codorinth. The herbs for your medicine can be found there. And I imagine the Kato seaport will need said cure if we hope to see their ferry services return in a timely manner, yes?
Then you will assist us. Thank you, Maester Felgreed.
Stop. I'm only accompanying you because of Albert and Elena. And I suppose for the sake of Ada itself. It's not uncommon for the residents to visit flatland settlements. We should have the cure on hand, in case one succumbs to the rot.
Excuses, excuses.
Silence, whelp. Now, unless anyone wants to experience what I did, I say we get moving.
The start of a beautiful friendship.
He's just not good at expressing himself, but he'll come around. I'm sure you and Albert can both sympathize with his plight.
Huh? The hell's that mean?
I think I might have an idea.
Thank you kindly.
take this over running deliveries any day.
Hey, I appreciate your business.
Thanks.
Welcome. Hey, I appreciate your business.
Thanks.
Destroyed. Threat insufficient output. Threat eliminated.
Cannot die!
Hostile.
All over it! Sweet! Done fulfilled.
Threat detected ahead.
Hang back, I got this.
Threat neutralized. Necessary conflict. Initiate emergency protocol. Firing! Destroy.
Another day.
Target acquired.
Incoming!
One. Destroyed.
Another day. Rest easy, 'cause Nina's here.
Leave it to me.
We shall prevail.
Insufficient threats detected.
Prepare yourselves for battle.
I hear ya.
Neutralized.
Had I only trained harder.
Destroy. Acceleration. Threat neutralized. Perimeter secured.
I cannot die!
Threat detected ahead. Firing. Threat neutralized.
Get ready to fight, everyone.
Firing. Threat neutralized. Warning. Energy levels low.
Try.
Destroy.
I don't like the look of them. A win indeed.
Firing horse. Threat neutralized. Destroy. Threat neutralized. Destroy.
Press on.
Prepare yourselves for battle! Watch out for enemy flanking maneuvers. Exquisite. Insufficient firing. Bleed.
Totally useless.
You'll not be the last to keep moving. Are you certain we shouldn't visit Larset Village, Ray?
We should still be pretty stocked on items, so we should probably keep keeping out there north, shouldn't we?
If we do run out of items, we can always turn back as well. Understood. Ray has always been incapable of managing his items, but having you here gives me peace of mind, Leticia.
Hey, now, that's enough from the peanut gallery.
Threat neutralized. 1. Energy levels low. Say goodbye. Stay where you are.
Just have to pass through this forest, and we'll be in the Adali region.
Vegetation makes for poor visibility. Tread carefully.
Insufficient output. So exquisite. Threat detected ahead. Threat neutralized. Firing! Threat neutralized. The enemy is before us! Whenever you're ready, try! Warning. Energy destroyed.
Everyone all right?
Rest. Destroyed. Threat neutralized. Activating combat protocols. Initiate emergency protocols.
that's over with. finally back in the Adali region, huh? One step closer to hallowed Mount Galca-Lempus.
You know the Neo Challenge today comes full of bugs, right?
Yeah, it's just a mountain. No big deal. Then we gotta find information about Chloe.
We've only to cut ourselves a path. This should do it. We are free of them now.
Threat detected ahead.
This should do it. No quarter!
Destroy. Response. Low. Insufficient. Perimeter secured. Initiate emergency protocols.
Stay where you are!
Assault.
Say goodbye!
Insufficient output.
Firing!
Response. Low.
If there is anything we require, we should visit the village of Ada to restock.
Good call. Midas might want to stop by there too.
No need. This really is
Oh, come on! Just be honest with yourself for once. No more than you deserve.
Destroy.
Everyone all right? Try.
Is there a path here that leads to the Hallowed Mount?
There is. We head for the shrine.
The
Energy levels low.
Whenever you're ready.
See that?
This should do it.
The kilometers continue to increase.
Prepare yourselves for battle.
Watch out for enemy weapon missiles. Insufficient output. Threat. Warning. Destroy.
can exit from behind Elena's pod.
Well, sure is imposing enough to be hallowed.
Hence the shrine erected at its base. Compared to this, your climb to Ada was a morning constitutional.
Noted. But if Aussarians could scale this mountain a century ago, I see no reason why we can't.
Might I remind you, Midas, you're still convalescing. And I heard Albert also fell ill at one point. Please exercise caution.
Pardon me, but might it behoove us to pray for our safe passage?
Not if you're in as much of a hurry as you say.
If it's not too much trouble, I'd like to pray as well.
Why?
My pod crash-landed in this shrine's sanctuary, leaving it in utter ruin. If a tutelar does preside over this mountain, I should apologize to it for my transgression. Isn't that right, Ray?
As you wish.
Losing one's footing here is likely certain death. Please, tread carefully so as not to slip and fall. Destroy. Go. Still fight!
Neutralized. Hostiles eliminated.
Prepare yourself for battle!
I hear ya.
How exquisite. Get ready to keep your distance.
Warning. Energy levels low. Activating combat protocols.
The enemy is before us. Watch out for any fighting moves.
Firing! Motive detected.
is it?
Initiate emergency protocol. Threat neutralized. Destroy. Insufficient output. Threat neutralized. Destroy.
I suggest we make camp soon. Continue to increase. I have acquired something of note.
The automaton sleeps.
She does, but why do you ask?
I doubt you understand. This is clearly beyond your ken.
After all I have seen, little would vex me about Ray or Elena.
But you saw what should be her muscles and bones. Those were no human innards.
I assumed it was similar to how we encountered the man with the horned pate. A new race, one with a drastically different anatomy.
I see. In actuality, what is Elena?
She's what we call an android. A highly advanced mechanical doll modeled after a human.
Pardon me, I find that hard to fathom.
Leticia, the operative phrase here is highly advanced. Remember my Lagomower in Ada?
I do.
Would that think to pray to a god?
Well, no.
Neither would Elena, and yet she was able to sense the anxiety in your facial expression. Make a moral appeal to Raymond and coax us in what she calculated would be the right direction. That is a feat even some of us humans cannot perform. Raymond, I must ask. Though she may be a doll, there must be something special about her, no?
If you want to know if she's special to me, then yes. But if you mean in general, no. Where I'm from, you bump into androids everywhere.
Preposterous, but also enticing. All right, I've made up my mind. I do not believe we have discussed my payment for repairing Elena. As compensation, you will take me back to your homeland with you.
Just so you know, that's not really for me to decide, but I'll put in a good word for you.
I am not asking.
Yeah, I heard you. Don't worry, I'll do all I can.
What wonders abound there?
Leticia?
Huh? Please, pay me no mind.
Then the matter is settled. Now, may we endeavor to complete these fool's errands? And may a certain royal retainer come to terms with his fate?
I am certain he shall.
have acquired something of note.
If we're over the summit, does that mean we're halfway there?
Just about. Now we descend to the south.
Hostile. Nowhere to run. Prepare yourself. Energy levels low. Keep your distance, right? Neutralize. Prepare yourself. Insufficient element. Say goodbye. Warning. Energy levels low. This should do it. I have acquired something of note.
Threat detected ahead. Positional countdown detected.
Keep your distance.
Insufficient output.
Nowhere to run.
Brace me.
Threat neutralized. Warning.
To fight another day.
I have acquired something of note.
We should be descending the hallowed mount soon.
Target acquired.
Insufficient
Nowhere to
output.
run. This should do it. Duma, locked on. Say goodbye.
Warning.
Nowhere to
Energy
run.
levels low.
Prepare yourself.
Positional tactics ineffective.
Stay where you are.
Insufficient
Nowhere to
output.
run. Firing. This should do it. Stay where you are. This should do it.
Hostile gathering strength. Blindside
Taking
enemy.
fire. Stay where you are. Exquisite.
Warning. Energy levels low. Chance of survival increasing. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low.
Open your eyes. Firing!
While it lasted.
Three of them now. Weird.
We've only cut ourselves a path.
Initiate emergency protocols. Unable to continue combat.
Taking fire!
Neutralized.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
Insufficient output.
Opening.
Energy levels low.
Target neutralized.
Insufficient
Nowhere to
output.
run. Duma.
Destroyed.
Get for messing with us.
I shall see to this.
Leave it to me.
Got you covered.
Leave it to me.
We're starting to see less and less snow. Hopefully it'll start to warm up a little bit.
So, it falls to me. Prepare yourselves for battle.
Let us continue to the southeast.
Pass between the eastern and western regions of our kingdom. Bleed!
There you go!
Hostiles eliminated.
The enemy is before us.
Copy that.
Bleed! More than you deserve. How exquisite.
you are. And confirmed. Hostiles eliminated.
Exquisite.
It's the ocean, which means the seaport isn't much farther, right?
Correct. If we carry on east along the sea, we will eventually reach Kato.
Prepare yourselves for battle.
I can see a town in the distance. Is that Kato, then, I presume?
Indeed. It has grown into a lively town with a port for the Royal Navy.
Finally, we can stop walking.
Say goodbye.
Destroyed.
Continue to increase.
Hey, is that? Looks like people from town are headed this way. Any clue who they are?
Kato City Guard, I presume. Would you kindly fall back, Your Highness?
Halt! Who goes there? And what business have you on this side of Mount Codorinth?
We mean no harm. We are but travelers wishing to return to the capital.
Kato has closed its gates to all outsiders. I strongly suggest you return from whence you came. Now be gone.
What? But we just finished our descent. You can't send us right back.
Be silent. Either return to the west, or return with us as prisoners. Lest you wish to rot in a cell, I suggest you leave now.
Save your breath. The knights of this realm hear naught but the sound of their own voices.
What was that?
You didn't hear? I said the only weapon these pompous blowhards can wield is hot air.
What do you think you're doing?
Bastard! One does not impugn the city guard without consequence!
Prepare yourselves for battle.
I hear you.
Target neutralized.
5 is ours.
Warning. Duel neutralized.
Impudent knaves! You'll regret this!
Guys, they're calling for backup.
Have we no recourse but to reveal that we're with the crown?
Before that, Albert, do you not recognize that armor?
I must admit, I never expected to see your face this far west.
Theo!
Commander?
Well met, Sir Albert Bergholm. Stretching our legs with a jaunt over Galcalemthus, are we?
Bergholm? The one from the King's Guard?
Yes, the very same. Therefore, I believe an apology is in order.
Please, forgive us!
Water under the bridge. I must also apologize for my colleagues' uncouth behavior.
I merely showed them all the respect their station commands.
As ill-humored and sharp-tongued as always, Maester Feldreed. It's a wonder you deigned to join hands with anyone at all. But enough small talk. Follow me. My compatriots did speak the truth about Kato, you know. Please don't go about repeating this to anyone. The rot is taking root here.